Off we go.
Did you find the stones? Ixo should be along. It'd be hard to miss... Oh, well, he's arrived.
Maggot, you return.
It is as Irving said. Strong becomes weak. Weak becomes strong. Change is inevitable. These stones prove the strength of his words. I did not understand him. Now, I do. Irving awaits you to the south. Grow, maggot, into something strong.
I'm really glad your mood improved before this happened. Speaking. Wait. Master Irving? Is that you?
I have been expecting you to. Your friend is ever present here. Everywhere and nowhere. Too used to order, and now drowning in my words fall on deaf ears. But my thoughts find an open mind. I cannot send them far and wide. But when I am close to one who desires understanding, I will be heard. No, though it's possible all Bacon could do this. It's possible you can do this. Anything is possible. Reaching that possibility, much less likely. A complex course along the path of change can be a longer journey than most are willing or able to make. You yourself, mortal, are bound by the length of your life and must plot your course. According, I cannot change her, but she can change herself. She seeks to master the 11th Force, but you do not master change. She must let go of this urge before the current she fights against drown her. The bat is born to fly, but still must learn to glide upon the wind. She cannot force the sky to carry her where she desires. She must learn to follow the winds of change before she can guide her course. My words.
Not what I expected, but then nothing about this journey has been thus far. The Banekin's, Master Irving's voice comes through clearly, but I don't understand. He's telling me he can't correct my alignment with this realm. I don't know. I'm stretched so thin. Just holding on to some semblance of reality all this time has been exhausting. I don't think I can go on fighting like this much longer. If a master of the 11th Force can't fix this, what hope do I have? I can barely think straight anymore. If you have any brilliant ideas, I'm open to suggestions. You're right. I'm letting fear and frustration get the better of me. This is no different than any of my other studies. I just need to focus my efforts and... I am a master of the old ways, and the 11 forces are mine to command.
And force! Change!
I can't keep fighting it. I have to let go. I feel it. Pulling. Pushing. But I can flow with it. I can align with it. Ah, at last. I'm whole again. I can't begin to describe how unpleasant it is to be strewn across the cosmos. I think my sense of touch was underwater half the time. And my teeth feel like I've been sleeping with my mouth open. Yes. I understand how to keep this realm's chaos from pulling me apart now. I'll be fine, thanks to your efforts as my proxy. If I had to be out of phase with reality, I'm glad you were there to help me. Well, of course, it's not so easy to let go of control when your entire existence is in jeopardy. Then I think you have a great deal to learn about the mortal condition. I can share them.
Tired of walking anyway.
Good, we're all here.
Nothing wrong with a
Caius
little
will lead the
opportunistic
assault,
harvesting.
Your mortal
Unlike
shell
others of my
I climb to the summit, but I will do what I can to protect you.
Unlike others of my ilk, I have no particular interest in open battle. I leave the assault on the summit to you and Rincaius. The Anchorite, the Blade-Bearer rearguard, and I will catch up once you locate the Riven Cataclysm. In addition to the harsh conditions and the destructive wind, I expect you will face Daedra loyal to Valkanaz Nokthraz. Perhaps mortals devoted to the Dagon cult. Surely neither Nokthraz nor Sister Saldina would leave the Riven Cataclysm unguarded. Given what we've seen of their interactions thus far, I'd say neither of them tells the other any more than necessary. Perhaps we can use that at some point. Widen the rift that already exists between them. Now hurry.
As we ascend the summit, know that I can protect you from the worst of the lightning and the wind shears, provided you do not stray too far from my side. As for any other threats, you will need to deal with those of your own accord. The dangers of the Deadlands are numerous, mortal. Have you not determined that by now? Valkanaz Nokthraz will have his minions out in force. He may have been ordered to assist Sister Saldina, but he will look for every opportunity to You try to interpret Daedric actions through mortal understanding. I have seen the mortals of Wretched Spire do the same thing. It leads to all sorts of trouble. Nokthraz will seek to discredit and undermine Saldina even as he works to assist you.
Lyrinth wants me to hang back until we determine if there's any connection between my mask and the Cataclysm. Eligion did create both, so I understand her concern. I met you.
Off with you, swit!
Using the natural defenses of this place to protect them. Probably Novcross's idea.
I used to soar above this peak. Nothing troubled my true form. That scent! Knockfrost came this way! Passage! Knockfrost went this way! In here! Hurry! This way! I will gnaw Knockfrost's nose off!
We're following your Daedrat?
Knockfrost is gone! Curse him!
To run away? Well, no, I guess it wouldn't. Maybe they should try that.
you found something? It did not occur to me to bother with a dead mortal.
Twisted rod. That's what I smelled. It must be
I've seen
important.
only a few dead mortals during our stays in Wretched Spire. But it's obvious that this cultist died recently. I do not need the nose of a Daedrat to smell freshly spilled blood. What did you... Let me see. This key is not familiar to me, but it might prove useful. A way into the waking flame lair, perhaps? Careless of them to let some weakling walk about with it. Or for Valkanaz Novkros to leave it behind. We saw that Nokros directed his underlings Jind and Zainoaz to question waking flame cultists about the Cataclysm device. I believe this cultist met the same fate. But seizing a captive on Sister Seldina's doorstep... It's unimportant. Whatever power it once held has been expended. The Daedrat might sniff and paw at it, but if the rod had a purpose, Novkros would not have left it behind.
There is nothing defective about my hearing, Master, or my curiosity. The Blade Bearer is wrong to dismiss me with such contempt. I am Aarox the Mutilator! Have I not proved myself useful? Master, as you wish, Master. The day will come when I fall upon your enemies like a burning thunderbolt, and lay 100 blackened skulls at your feet. Let us see if the blaze you command.
The creature is stowed? Then let us move. Remember, mortal, do not range too far from me, else I cannot protect you from the summit's elements. Effective for blocking narrow places. See if the key you found by the dead mortal is of any use here.
Windgate? My true form could tear through it with it. Very good, Master. Not as good as tearing it down and stomping it to rubble, but still.
Curse it. Our enemies have already fled.
Where is the Dagonist Temple? What exactly did the Mad Seer tell you, mortal? Did he lie?
Nokros used that portal, Master. His scent lingers.
I don't think Elagian lied. The Riven Cataclysm must be beyond that portal.
Tell me again, mortal. What exactly did Elagian say to you when you asked about the Riven Cataclysm? If that portal leads to wherever the Cataclysm waits, then Elagian spoke true. We will not know until we use it, however. I sense that the portal connects to Nirn. Moreover, it contains a ward meant specifically for me. I dare not step through. Sister Seldina and the Waking Flame have attempted to neutralize me before. They warded this portal with a spell that will unravel my current body. Remember, I cannot die. Not like you. But I can be inconvenienced by the process of reformation. Perhaps, but it would take time we do not have. You must serve as my eyes, little mortal. Find the Cataclysm, examine it, remember everything you see, then do whatever you feel is necessary. We suspect the Riven Cataclysm wades through that portal, but we cannot be sure. If you find it, deal with its guardians and do what you must until I can join you. If this is a trap, do your best to survive and then return to me in the Deadlands. I would much prefer to examine an intact Cataclysm. If I cannot dispel the ward, I will simply travel to Nirn and find you. It will just take time. Deal with Sister Saldina and the Waking Flame as you must, but do not destroy. There are things I still need to learn, mortal. If you feel you must destroy it, then do as I ask and examine it first. Tell me everything you see. But if the danger is not immediate, leave it intact so I may study it directly. Anything that stands out. Better if you can find notes or bring me a piece of the device. Whatever will help me understand how it somehow transforms Daedra, who are supposed to be unchangeable, eternal. Now go. You do not need to concern yourself with my safety, little mortal. Besides, the Blade Bearers who remain have a reputation that is well earned. We will be able to handle most...
Take the anchorite and go, mortal. I will follow after I give the Blade Bearers their instructions and confer with Lyranth.
This is now. It's so different.
You can keep moving. Charge!
Bearers, you paganist fools! Free us now!
Try breaking free! last of them? Oh, thank feck. Get back, you fetcher! You lead.
How dare they
Bring
perish my
Caius?
kin like
Our
feral
kin!
clan fear?
They feed
Free
them through a
mortal.
device beneath the Citadel.
Report, Hadri. What is this place?
They call it Fort Grief. Valkanaz Nokvros's minions captured us near Jin's foundry and turned us over to the Waking Flame. They brought us here.
Mortal, I will escort my kin back to the portal. Press on, and free any other blade bearers you encounter.
We are blade bearers, you Dagonist fools! Free us now!
Back on your feet!
Nokvros. He's here somewhere.
All right, cry for mummy.
Think anywhere.
Over there, more cages. I'm still here. Thanks for asking.
No, we won't let you take us. Not to your damn machine.
Strike now! We won't let you feed us to your device.
These mortals are allies, Dothaz. Tell them what you know of this place.
Blade bearers do not bother with mortals. Even those a wretched spire we barely tolerate. But if Caius commands it, I will treat you as an ally. This device they call the Cataclysm. It is an abomination.
We tracked our first group of missing blade bearers to Kinmarcher Jin's foundry. When Nokvros gave our kin to the Waking Flame Mortals, we followed them to an Ilark summit. That's where Nokvros' blood adepts captured us. Yes, bound like Ogrim waiting for the torturer's lash. The mortal leader, Sister Seldina. Nokvros stood beside her like a trained clanfear. They took our kin to the Citadel, to their Cataclysm device. They use our essence to fuel the infernal thing. I heard the cultists talking. Apparently, early versions of the Cataclysm used a single Daedra and transformed them into some sort of living disaster. But this version, the Riven Cataclysm, it drains the essence from many Daedra, leaving nothing but mortals. You know nothing. They use the collected essences to create a single powerful incarnate. The essences overwhelm the recipients, erasing them, remaking them. They become a mindless force of destruction. Meanwhile, the drained ones die. Normally we cannot, but with our essence drained, nothing remains to return to oblivion. Nothing to reform. You need to know. They have another stronghold, a place called Deadlands. But if you seek the Riven Cataclysm, it's in the fort's citadel.
Mortals, make your way into the Citadel.
Keep your guard up until you've got your footing.
Strange sense here. Something metallic, sharp. It smells of power. Maybe the Cataclysm Master.
Don't like your odds. Maybe I should have joined the buoyant armigers.
Mortals, I escorted my kin to safety. Now let us find the Riven Cataclysm and punish our foes.
You do not command here, Nokvros. I take no orders from you.
Sister Seldina and Nokvros, they're in the chamber below.
Lord Dagon.
You lie. You cannot create...
Intruders! Stop them!
Don't let them throw you around like that!
Then go! Lord Dagon will reward my devotion. You'll see. Intruders? Good. You will fall before the power of my newest incarnate. Destroy them, my beautiful creation.
The Incarnate's drawing power from the cataclysm. I'll try to stop the flow. There must be a switch or something.
Mortal! Take shelter under my shield!
Who hides behind that mask? Disaster incarnate?
Mortal, my shield will protect you.
I'll figure out something.
How are you taking control of the cataclysm? That's not possible. For this affront.
Quick, my friend! Destroy the core!
Caius! I do...
It took a while, but I finally determined your location and opened that portal. Come, mortal. Tell me all that transpired. Once the Blade Bearers appeared and told me about Fort Grief, it only took a short time to ascertain your exact location and open a portal. This seemed like a safe enough place to regroup. Now, tell me what transpired. Did you find the Riven Cataclysm? You had to. Before I could examine it? Did you at least take a close look at the device? Or bring back any of its component parts for me to study? So we have nothing? Nothing I can investigate? No one I can interrogate? I am disappointed, mortal. Now I must start all over. Deadlight? That name is familiar. A lost realm somewhere in Oblivion. We need to return to Fargrave. Make inquiries. Locate this hidden place. Meet me at Madam Wim's, little mortal. Perhaps my investigations will yield answers after all.
Blade Bearers, scour the Deadlands for signs of the waking flame. Wherever Sister Seldina hides, we will find her.
Master, show Lyrinth the twisted rod. It's important, I'm sure of it.
I assumed we'd find answers here in Fargrave. Some way to salvage the opportunity denied me at Fort Grief. But no. Even Madam Wim seems at a loss as to the location of Deadlight. Let me see. It contains a dormant enchantment of some sort. It feels unpleasant. And the magic, it smells like your Daedrat. I will keep the rod and study it as time permits. Unfortunately, I do not think it is related to Sister. I'm not sure yet, but the answer will become clear soon enough. I should not have gotten angry, little mortal. You have helped me a great deal, and you certainly helped Fargrave and Nirn by destroying the Riven Cataclysm. Take this as a recompense. The secrets I seek rest with Sister Seldina. She still has the means to create more cataclysms, so the danger to Fargrave and Nirn remains. We must ascertain the location of Deadlight, and this hidden stronghold the Bladebearers heard mentioned. Everything I know about Deadlight is rumor and conjecture. It is a plane that suffered some great cataclysm in the ancient past, a realm forgotten and lost to time. I had hoped that Madam Wim would know more, but she claims the place is a mystery. Interesting. The Bladebearer clan's scouts are indeed competent. Perhaps they can find the trail where we have thus far turned up nothing. Very well. Find Rinkias and see what he has learned. Meanwhile, I have my own research to conduct. I asked Rinkias to meet us here in Fargrave. You should find him in the Plaza of Portals. See if his scouts learned anything useful, or if he requires your assistance. In the meantime, I have investigations of my own to attend to. Much of what I study is beyond the limits of your mortal comprehension. But I suppose you have earned some insight into my grand purpose. I plan to study the twisted rod you gave me. I also want to ask the Anchorite about the events at Fort Grief. Any tool can find a purpose in the correct hand. I sense dormant magic within the rod. And something about the energy reminds me of your Daedrat. He does he? Interesting. We have seen that the Daedrat's senses are highly attuned. Perhaps there is more to the rod than I originally suspected. I will study it and see what I can learn. Both Rinkias and the Anchorite mentioned how she disrupted the Cataclyst's power, giving you the opportunity to defeat the Incarnate and destroy the machine. She claims not to know how she accomplished that. Perhaps I can help her understand. I only want to hear her story. Ask her questions. She has indicated that when she tries to access her forgotten memories, the mask causes some amount of discomfort. But I will not personally inflict any harm upon her. Do you not trust me, mortal? Did you not see that coming? I'm surprised they remained allies for as long as they did. Valkanaz Nokvraz obviously hated providing support to a mortal, and Sister Seldina clearly despised having Daedric oversight. Certainly not. Nokvraz was attempting to figure out how to build his own cataclysm, you do recall. But we should strike at the waking flame while it is in disarray. Find their hidden stronghold, learn what I require, and then do what you must.
Sorry, I was just thinking. Ever since we returned from Fort Grief, I've been having strange visions. More forgotten memories bubbling to the surface. At least, I hope that's what it is. Some mortals who linger in Fargrave for too long go insane. twice now, something triggered a return of memory. First when the Collector examined my mask, and then when I disrupted the Cataclysm. But I just see fragments, nothing clear or precise. Funny, but I think the amulet has something to do with it. Yes, whatever I did to the Cataclysm, and it was me, I'm certain of that, even if I don't understand how. It also charged the amulet. Like what happens to a Lucent when you place it in a Dynamis font. Except this energy draws out my memories. As I said, fragments. Glimpses of clarity in a haze of forgotten moments. I feel loneliness. I see a dark, enclosed space. A flash of blinding light. Nothing very useful or definitive, I'm afraid. Maybe Lyrinth can help me make sense of it.
Hail, Rincaius! We found it.
Report, what have you uncovered?
You were correct. The mortal Daganists have broken with Vulcanar's Nok'Vraz. They retreat to a hidden stronghold in Deadlight.
Where is Lyrinth, mortal? As you heard, the Blade Bearers have found Sister Seldina and her cultists. The Waking Flame has nowhere left to run. I forced a cultist to tell me about Deadlight. It's a broken realm, apparently destroyed by Mehrunes Dagon eons ago. He gave it to the cult and they built a stronghold there. A clever hiding place. But the portal to the realm requires a special key. That we have not yet determined. But I have a plan. You must follow one of the groups of cultists, trail them to the portal, and take their key. If the portal key works like the keys to Fargrave, you'll also need the code to operate it. We will search for more cultists. Here, the locations my scouts found in the Deadlands. I suggest you start in the Sever. Find a key in the portal and we'll rendezvous before the assault begins. And take the Daedrat with you. His smell offends me.
Let us find these mortal cultists and finish with them, Master. Then we can wreak vengeance on the Traz you say, Master. I remain in your debt and will do as you command. My nose will guide us. My rage will drive us. And my fury will freeze the cultists in their tracks. Let us hunt. true. This place reeks of the mortal cultists. Where the portal is, Master, but it's warded against beings such as myself. Prudent, but annoying. Someone got to these cultists before us. That's the cipher we need, Master. Perhaps Rinkias' plan will work after all.
Let's ride!
Too late again, Master! Someone beat us to them! Check anyway. Maybe we'll find something important.
That's why I use a bank.
Intact portal key. If we align the symbols properly, it should open the way to Deadlight. We have what we need, Master. The Deadlight portal lies to the west, beyond the Blood Pits.
walking anyway.
Locked and warded against Daedric incursion. These mortals are more resourceful than I imagined.
You did well to find this place, Rinkai. Mortal, let us confer.
Good. I was worried about you out there on your own.
Who's Aarox the mutant? Chocolate and spittle?
Locked and warded against Daedric incursion. These mortals are more resourceful than I imagined.
You did well to find this place, Rinkai. Let us confer.
Good. I was worried about you out there on your own.
On your own? Who? Chocolate and spittle?
Since you found your way to this portal, I assume you also recovered a portal key and the cipher necessary. Very good. And I also assume that you heard Rinkaius? Sister Seldine awarded this portal not just to prevent my entry, but any other Daedric entity as well. Neither I, nor Rinkaius, nor Aarox will be able to step through this portal. Learn whatever you can about the Cataclysm and Sister Seldina's plans. Then I suppose you will want to kill Seldina for the sake of Fargrave and Nirn. Just keep an eye on the Anchorite. The events at Fort Grief have triggered an onset. Did I say I was concerned? Just watch her. Neither we nor the Anchorite know what her memories will eventually reveal. Who she really is. None of us may like the answer. Go. We will wait here. Try not to destroy anything I may want to examine.
I'm ready when you are. Lead the way, friend. This is Deadlight? It feels familiar. Neranth and Rinkaius told me about this place. Mehrunes Dagon chased some long-forgotten enemy to this realm and laid waste to the plain. Then he awarded it to his mortal cultists, and they built a citadel here. It seems familiar.
I don't want to hurt you, but now I'm going to.
Lyranth and Rinkaius told me about this. I don't know. It's just a feeling. I'm getting those kinds of impressions all the time now. Like the dam has cracked and the memories are spilling out. I wonder what it will be like when the dam finally bursts. Nothing that will help us find Sister Seldina or another Cataclysm, if that's what you're hoping. It's just a feeling. Let's keep moving. For some competition. The front door must be the next stage. Let's look for another one. Looks promising. Let's see where it leads. This looks like an archive of some sort. Let's see if it contains anything that can help us. says Emperor Morakar personally ordered Elagian to design the cataclysm for Mehrunes Dagon. We've entered enough. Sister Seldina bore a child to Emperor Morakar? Because she thought Mehrunes Dagon told her to? That's crazy, isn't it?
Getting good at this. Well, I probably should be proud of that.
Sister Seldina worships destruction because she sees Mehrunes Dagon as a way to repair the design of Magnus by destroying the world. So they forced Elijah to have visions and create the Cataclysm, as part of some deal between the Longhouse Emperors and Mehrunes Dagon. But where Mordecai wanted to ensure that his heirs ruled the world, Seldina wants to see the world destroyed. Yes, can you believe it? They think they can make more of those terrible incarnates, and faster too. But have they built this new device, or do we still have time to stop them? She believes that Mehrunes Dagon will destroy the world with fire in order to remake it. After suffering at the hands of the Reach, she took up with Emperor Mordecai and joined the Waking Flame. Like she was trying to remake herself as right, a daughter. I suppose she'd be Emperor Leovik's half-sister. Have you heard of anyone coming forward with such a claim? I'm not totally current on happenings in Tamriel, but even in Fargrave we hear rumors. I've seen his face. A glimpse in my fragments of memory. My amulet. It's that altar and my amulet. I wonder... Hey, I've got an idea.
Yes?
Change of plans?
I had an idea, and then suddenly... the memories are overwhelming. I see other people, hear their voices. They're filling the room. Yes, I've been here before. The amulet, the power I summoned to deal with the Riven Cataclysm. I think I can do that again. The amulet reacted when I did that before, when I was focusing on the Cataclysm. This time, I want to focus on the amulet. I think it will answer me, by unlocking everything this mask has been keeping from me. I remember things that aren't here now. A totem in the stands, a starry globe, something in the mural. Watch closely when I concentrate on the amulet. I think you might see them too. If you see any of the items I mentioned, move closer and examine them.
Do you know why I brought you here, Novice Maraid?
I do not, revered sister.
Because I could not leave you in isolation any longer. You must know the truth. You are the daughter of Emperor Morakar, and I am your mother. We will finish your training here. Do not disappoint me. When Magnus saw the mortal world was flawed, he abandoned its creation. Foolishly, the other gods proceeded and doomed us to suffering. Learn this well. Joy is an illusion. Love is a lie.
What became of Magnus, Mother?
Magnus watches from the sun, waiting to repair what the others said amiss. You will give him that chance, Maraid. Everything depends on you.
I don't understand the lesson of this tapestry. What does it mean?
Mehrunes Dagon stands before Magnus as a weapon of hope. He possesses the power to shatter the mortal world, so it can be remade. But a spark within the world is required to summon Dagon's cleansing fire from oblivion. You, my child, will be that spark.
Oh, Mother, I can't do that.
You dare deny your destiny, Maraid? The blood of emperors flows through your veins. This is your purpose. You will see it done.
The mask will control your powers, protect you from them. And as long as you wear it, all will forget you, including yourself and your mother.
Thank you, Elagian. I can't do as she asks. I won't be responsible for the end of the world.
I will forget you too, Maraid. But I will leave you with my name, and I'll hold on to your father's amulet. If you ever need your memories, find me. The amulet is the key. This portal will take you to Fargrave, to a new life and a new world.
My mind feels like shattered glass, reflecting images from 1,000 shards. How can I sort through it all? Years of missing memories, flooding back in mere moments. What happened after I placed the amulet on the altar? Then you know. Sister Seldina is my mother. A consort of Emperor Morakar. Is that why I was hidden away? Raised in secret? Gods. She raised me to destroy the world with an army of incarnates. To kill so many innocent people. It's all coming back. Elagian was ordered to make me a mask to protect me from my powers. But he secretly altered it to hide me from the Dagonists, from my mother. I have to confront her. If I can remember her now, then she can remember me too. No. I want her to see what I've become. The girl she tried to turn into a weapon is the same woman tearing down her wretched cult. The power of the mask is broken. I'm Maraid, but I'm also the Anchorite, and I'm through hiding from my past. Sister Seldina must be nearby. I'll put an end to this myself.
Daedra are attacking! Nokfrost broke through the wards!
Alright, don't cry for mummy. Dig in! Don't let them separate us!
Nokfrost demands it!
No, I guess it wouldn't. Maybe they should try that.
I remember. Maraid. Together, we can destroy them and set everything right. I refuse to become a weapon, Mother. Foolish girl. You do not know what you are, and I do not need your cooperation. You must submit.
I should have waited for you. Beck, I hope you're watching.
You dare turn my daughter against me? You will be cleansed in the fire that remakes the world.
Don't panic. We can do this.
Fool! You cannot stop what is coming.
looking at the perfected cataclysm. With it, I shall conquer Fargrave for Mehrunes Dagon. And after that, your world shall fall!
My amulet, friend! Keep it safe!
Can you hear me, mortal? I'm opening a path to Fargrave. Hurry! Now that you're here, tell me what happened in Deadlight. Valkanas Nokvraz and an entire cohort of Dromora attacked the portal to Deadlight. They overwhelmed and eventually shattered the ward. Rinkaias and I were forced to retreat. It seems I retrieved you just in time. Wait, why would Valkanas Nokvraz take the Anchorite? We saw that she had some power over the Cataclysm. But what use of that would Nokvraz have? Unless... could he have succeeded in building his own Cataclysm? You unlocked her memories? Overcome the power of her mask? Interesting. And Nokvraz has a... what did you call it? A perfected Cataclysm. Tell me, what did the Anchorite... the daughter of a Longhouse Emperor and a powerful follower of Mehrunes Dagon. That's a recipe for, quite literally, disaster. But why did Nokvraz take the Anchorite? We can't allow Nokvraz to harm the Anchorite or spill a drop of her blood. We will deal with that shortly. You ended the threat of Sister Seldina and revealed things I did not know. I am satisfied with that, little mortal. Take this with... We can't leave the Anchorite in Valkanas Nokvraz's hands. That would be a very bad idea. He can use her blood to create devastatingly powerful incarnates, abominations even I could not stand against. We must assault his fortress, Ardent Hope. I always have a plan, mortal. We will require allies for this. Rinkaias and his blade bearers, and a way to get inside. The Waking Flame portal key will do, if we can attune it properly. And we need Aarox. He should be familiar with Ardent Hope. Portal keys, when properly attuned, can open paths where none existed before. But we require an expert for this. Talk to Madam Wim, little mortal. She likes you. Convince her to help. If we have to assault the front gate, then we've already lost. Go on. Use your charms to convince Madam Wim to aid us once more. In the meantime, I want to try another spell of identification on the twisted rod you recovered from an Ilark summit. I believe I am close to determining its original purpose. It is one of the 777 impregnable citadels that house Mehrunes Dagon's legions. Nokvraz commands the garrison, protected by a cabal of Dromora blood adepts. That's why we need Aarox once we get inside. If we believe the Daedrat, he was once a mighty Daedra in service to Mehrunes Dagon, as well as Nokvraz's superior. If that is true, then he must know how to navigate the fortress. If we attempt a frontal attack, we'll never reach the... It is a vast fortress. Nokvraz does not personally oversee everything that goes on within its walls, but the perfected Cataclysm, or the daughter of Emperor Morikar, those are of vital interest to him. Nokvraz will guard them well. We have the same chance we always have, and we will find a way. What you told me raises questions about the Anchorite that I must have answers to. And you do not want Mehrunes Dagon's plans to succeed. So we shall deal with Nokvraz. You gave it to me to study. I studied it. It protects its secrets very well, but I have learned a few things while you were busy in Deadlight. It is an old relic that contains an enchantment as twisted as its form. It is disconcerting. Not exactly, not yet. But Aarox's essence is somehow tied to the relic. That could be why he was attracted to it. I will continue to examine it as time permits. Who knows? It may have a use we can exploit should the need arise. Why would it? They were allies mere moments ago. I doubt he expects trouble from a group of mortals he despises. It's possible the key already contains the coordinates to enter the fortress. I assume Sister Seldina visited the place many times. Perhaps, if time were not an issue. Besides, I can open my own portals to locations I am familiar with. I rarely use portal keys. We require an expert, and Madam Wim knows more about secret portals and byways than anyone in Fargrave, including me. Mortal blood and Daedric essence perform similar functions, and blood tied to rituals makes them more powerful. The cataclysms are basically rituals made manifest. Royal blood flows through the anchorite's veins. That makes it valuable indeed.
Nokraz will come for Fargrave next. We'll not wait for that.